welcome and early morning. So just to recap, what I wrote an email late last night, just talking a little bit about a number of things, but also about yoga. One of the things was yoga philosophy. And I think it's really important to be grounded in knowing why, right? Why you're showing up, why this practice works, what is the ancient philosophy of yoga that we are part of that. Like, yoga is vast, and what little tiny snippet of it are we have we taken out of this, and have I taken out and I'm kind of focusing on right now. So I think number one, and I'm going to send this in an email, is for you to remind yourself, especially X many weeks into your practice, when sometimes it can feel like, oh, do I want to get up? Do I not want to get up? Do I feel like eating well? Do I feel like, really noticing everything I'm doing and, trying to do better? Sometimes no, you don't. That's normal. Yoga asks us, the first thing we're focusing on in our practice of Kriya Yoga is to do the work. It's called tapas. It's to show up and do the work consistently, daily basis. And there's a great book, and I mentioned it in you can't see it. I'm too small back here, I don't think you can see it. But it's called The Secret Power of Yoga, and it's by a female yogi and monk and writer who I took training with, and she's amazing. She writes about yoga from a female perspective, which I love, because all the ancient teachings are written from male perspective, and it's just nice to have a heart-centered, open, more loving and less austere language around yoga. So tapas is, how she translates it, is igniting the fire. So when we show up and do the work physically on the mat, mentally in our mind, emotionally, spiritually, we're building a muscle of consistency to be able to keep doing it and keep doing it. And you all know, when you show up and build that muscle and build consistency, it builds resilience. And it builds, and in yoga, you're building a resilient muscle that is open-hearted. So the other side of tapas, of doing the hard work, and I'm going to leave it at this, just talking about tapas, of doing the work, is you do it with no expectation to the outcome. Okay, so I'm showing up to my mat, and I'm not asking the practice to serve me in a certain way. I'm here to serve the practice. I'm here to receive, right? And to give of myself, to show up, to give of myself, and to practice, and to release and surrender my efforts, and simply be. What a wonderful way to approach a practice, okay? So there is a hard work and a showing up and building the muscle of consistency, and in your mind, your body, your spirit. And there's a softness to it, so there's a hard, and everything in yoga is a hard and a soft, and there's a softness of surrendering your effort. Okay, and that's with anything you're doing in tapas. It's showing up in devotion, so giving money to somebody on the corner, and surrendering how that appears for that person in their life, what they spend it on, etc. So it's selfless service as well. So I love that on our mat we can show up and just with an open heart practice, and the results of the practice show up in our everyday life in many ways. Okay, more calm, more centered, be able to self-reflect, be able to not react as quickly on things, have less reactive days, which is really important right now. Okay, so with that, so check out the email I sent, awesome book, Tuesday's practice. If you even watched the beginning of the recording I sent, I talk a little bit more about it. Okay, so we're going to show up and do the work this morning. A little bit of deep breathing. If this doesn't feel great to sit, then please lie on your back, hands on your abdomen, and just feel some deep breathing. And I'm going to go through, after we Om, I'll go through a practice, a warm-up on our back, or a little bit of a warm-up, probably 5, 6, 7 minutes of what I would do if I was rolling at the mat on my own and wanted to warm up my low back and my hips before I went into sun salutations. So we'll do that together, and then rock and roll into Surya Namaskar, sun salutations, and forward. Okay, so we start with eyes closed, everybody. Again, thanks for being here and doing the work and putting the effort into your practice and yourself. All right, hands on the lap or on your knees, palms up. Sitting tall. Finding the breath in your abdomen to start. And slowly, Thursday we talked about our Tuesday we talked about our Ujjayi breath. That ocean sounding breath. And in the morning, as soon as you wake up, my goodness, it's hard to find that right away. But what you're going to do is just start to notice the movement of your abdomen. You need to practice Ujjayi a little bit, then you exhale through the mouth, like you're fogging a window or whispering ah, to get the feeling of the closure at the back of your throat. And then eventually just breathing through the nose, feeling that little closure back of the throat, and the inhale and exhale, and hearing that ocean sound of your breath. As the breath deepens, the sound gets richer. You'll notice, hopefully you notice not just the abdomen moving, but now you're starting, as the muscles and the ribs are warming up and the breath is warming up, you can draw the breath into your ribs a little bit more. You can even draw it up to your collarbones. So start at the base and allow your breath to grow and to cultivate. And it's just a gentle Ujjayi breath, this gentle, it's called ocean sounding breath, this gentle rolling of the waves, the inhale and the exhale. There's no end and no beginning. They just flow into each other with this lovely sounding breath, this rich breath from the back of your throat. And just take a few more. Get yourself centered with it. If there's been, how can there not be right now, but things that are weighing on your mind, things that are kind of weighing on your heart, maybe this time in general is just starting to weigh on you. Okay, that's fair. Let's acknowledge anything that needs to be acknowledged, any energy that's feeling a bit heavy, if that's happening with you. Honor it. Okay, we're not trying to push anything away. We're trying to show up every day, find our best selves, find our dedication to the practice, to this life. Okay, and honoring that any kind of heaviness or feeling off. And then we're just going to let that be part of us and move through it and move with it through the practice. Okay, do the best you can. Knowing that there's a community here to support you. We're virtual, but we're here, right? We're all showing up, doing the best we can. Hands come to heart center, everybody, with a smile, with a softness, a lightness in your heart. So sit up a little taller. Beautiful. And then with that open heart, hands pressed together, we'll share Om together. Inhale. To virtually greet each other with Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Welcome to class. All right, welcome to your practice. All right, so if you're sitting up on your blanket, move it aside. We're going to roll down on the back. Okay, keeping your sweatshirt on if you want to stay a little warm to start out. So again, this is how I would start. 5, 6, 7 minutes in the morning to warm up my spine, and it's pretty organic, but it's almost the same every week. So every time. So let's roll down. Head on the mat. All the poses are familiar. I'll just show you how I string them together. And then take the knees into the body. Okay, the head is firm on the mat, and bring your knees in, inhale, and apart, exhale away and together. And find your breath. This is a beautiful pose. To number one, find the connection of breath and movement. Inhale away, exhale together. Find the movement of your abdomen with the breath. Remember, the breath initiates the pose. So a millisecond before you move, the breath is happening. And at the same time, there's no beginning and end to the breath. So you got to just be with it, right? Rocking on your low back. Rocking on the tailbone. And then switch directions. So let's have the knees into the body. Inhale away and apart. Exhale in and together. Waking up your mind. Pay attention. Make these circles big or small. Make your breath longer, slower if you want. Nice. Okay, now knees down to the mat, feet hip width or feet as wide as your mat, hands by your sides, and then let your knees knock in together. Palms are up, and take a big inhale. Exhale, let your shoulders relax down to the mat. Okay, and really feel that. The shoulders are just, move them around. Get your shoulder blades down, get your shoulders down. Take another breath with palms up, knees touching. Inhale. Exhale, let your shoulders be heavy. And then knees come apart and windshield wipers side to side. Exhale, coming over. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, going over. You can look in the opposite direction if you want. Inhale, coming up, then your head would come to center. Exhale, going over. Shoulders stay relaxed the whole time. Don't bring your shoulders into it. Inhale, center. Exhale, over. You can close your eyes, everybody. Just feel it. Let your body warm up, open up. Exhale. One more time. Nice. To center, inhale. Okay, half happy baby. So the right leg's going to come in, the right knee. Give a squeeze. Okay, and then flex your right foot. Exhale, draw your head up to your knee, best you can. Okay, so my neck is still tight, just waking up. It doesn't quite go all the way up there yet, but I'm working it. Okay, core working, the core is working to wake up. Exhale, roll back down with your head. Then take the outside edge of your right foot, sole to the ceiling. Move around a little bit. Let your knee drop to the outside of your body, towards the outside of your mat. You may be able to straighten your left leg, right? At the end of the practice, I'm sure you will. At the beginning, okay, we're waking up. All right, let's see how that feels. Play around with it. Maybe you want to bend the knee instead. And now let's use some breath with the foot here. So inhale, there's a little push of the foot into the hand, just slightly. Exhale, no pushing of the foot, and pull down with your hand a little more. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, push the foot into the hand slightly. Big exhale. Pull the knee down. One more time. Inhale. Push up slightly. If your left leg is straight, the foot's flexed. Exhale. Nice. And now a gentle twist. So guide the foot over to your left thigh. Okay, even shuffle over to the right side of your mat a little bit, and then just take your left hand and guide yourself over to a gentle twist. Take your right arm out. So we're just warming up, right? Be mindful of your body and just breathe into it. Inhale. Inhale, pause a little bit. Exhale, roll over slightly. You can look over to your right. Your right arm is stretched out so you feel a nice opening through your chest muscles. Breathe. Okay, roll up and bring your head to your knee. Inhale, flex your feet. Exhale, hold the knee, bring your head to your knee. Switch sides, happy baby. Grab the outside edge of your left foot, right foot on the ground. Decide if you want to straighten your right leg. Okay, I'm going to keep mine bent right now. Sole to the ceiling. Inhale, push the foot into the hand. Ujjayi breathing. Exhale, pull the knee down, the foot down. Inhale, push the foot into the hand. Just slightly, right? With the breath. Exhale. Let the knee come out. Soften it out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. All right, just feeling the hamstrings, hips opening here. Now into a twist, so the right leg straightens. We guide the foot over. Forgot to bring the knee to the head. We'll do that on the other side. We'll do that when we come up. So let's just guide the knee across. Okay, shuffle around if you need to. Find your spot, stretch out your left arm. Look to the left if you want, and go with your breath here. So once you've gone over to your twist, you inhale to pause. Exhale, twist it over a little bit more. Inhale, pause. So remember, we're showing up, we're doing the work. Part of doing the work, everybody, is working to be present. So in these more gentle poses, it's pretty easy to start daydreaming, thinking about my day, oh, what's going on, any other thing may show up. Come back to your breath. Let's anchor it with our Ujjayi breathing. And now we're going to roll up with the breath. Inhale, flex your feet, grab your knee, head to knee. Exhale. If you need a little help, bring one hand behind the head to help you come up. Exhale. Roll down. Inhale. Then we're going to rock and roll up to seated, or roll on your side and prop up to seated. Okay, hands on the knees or the hamstrings if you're rocking and rolling. If you're going to roll, do a couple times to massage the spine. One more time. Okay, nice. And then come onto all fours. I'm going to have to fix my hair, I think. And a little bit of cat pose. All right, then we're going to do a little bit of down dog and then a lunge. Okay, that's my flow. All right, so cat pose. Find your breath, everybody, in your cat. Nice deep arch, pulling the navel in. Nice deep tuck of the chin. Flow with your breath into your, lifting your heart. Okay, I'm just going to fix my ponytail here. Just go a couple more times. Organically, just feel it. How's your body feeling? How do you have to move in your cat pose this morning? Feel yourself just rolling through your spine, feeling your breath helping you move in the pose. Okay, get my books out of the way. Okay, one more time. And then at your own pace, let's move to a child pose actually with wide legs before you go to down dog. So exhale. Ooh, stretch out the low back a little bit more. Now listen to your shoulders. Should your hands be forward right now? Does that feel okay in the shoulders? Should your elbows be bent with forearms on the ground? Should your hands be under your forehead? Head should be down, touching the mat or your hands. Breathe into your low back. Breathe into your back ribs. Settle down, get heavy. Take one more breath. Feels good. And then stretch your arms forward. Feel your fingertips on the mat. Draw yourself up to your knees. Inhale. And then find your down dog. Exhale. So the down dog right now has movement to it. Right? Set yourself up and then bend and straighten alternate knees. So called cycling the knees. Okay. And as you do that, sway side to side. Now you're still moving with your breath. So find the rhythm of your breath to help you move. I also like to try to move my toes around here, lifting the toes off the mat as the heel comes down. Wake up the fascia on the bottom of your feet. I like to try to roll over a little bit to the edge of my foot. As the heel comes down, I push my hip out to the side and roll the edge of the foot over. Shake your head out. Bend and straighten both knees. Come forward and back. Just see how things feel in your down dog. Waking up the shoulders for sure. This is a big up body strengthener. Lengthens out the back body. Okay, now we're going to step forward with the right foot. So if you want, take your right foot to the ceiling first to give it a stretch and a little extra oomph to be able to step forward. Okay, drop your left knee so the right foot is forward. Do whatever you need to organize yourself and get into a stretch, get into a lunge. I like to keep my back toes under my first lunge. And move your hands to the inside of your foot. You can put your blanket underneath your right knee if you want. Just look down, shake your head out. You're in a nice deep lunge here. You can walk your right foot over as much as you need to be able to get your hands to the inside here. And just breathe. So start to wiggle around. Now after my toes have been rolled under for a little bit, see how that feels? I'm stretching my big toes tight, so I'm stretching out joints on my foot, my toes, and then straighten out your back foot. See how that feels. Exhale, get a little heavier. Maybe you end up coming down on a forearm. I don't know. Sometimes it's just too early in my practice to do that. Right? But let's just, settle down, wiggle around, move around. Mindfully investigate your body. How's it feeling this morning? With your breath, everybody. Inhale and exhale. Let your breath guide you into a nice deep opening in the pose. One more. That's wonderful. And then from here, with the toes rolled under, pull your back knee off the mat. Lift your head up a little bit. Okay, push through your back heel. Find a huge stretch in the back leg. And we'll switch sides. So we go to a down dog. If you would prefer right here to be in a child pose, do that. Listen to your body, right? Down dog, wiggle around a little bit. The left foot steps forward. Okay, and you're going to aim your foot over to the outside edge of your mat. Okay, that, and then when you drop your right knee down, you've got room to bring your hands to the arch side of your foot. Okay, give your right leg a nice long stretch back. Go as far back as you can. And indeed, it may not be that far. If you're real tight on your hips and your hamstrings, you may be more like a 90-degree angle with your knee underneath your right hip. That's fine. Okay, and then as you're moving through this, your right toes are turned under to start, so stretch out your toe joints. You're exhaling and letting your exhale drop you down inside your knee a little bit here. You can let your knee roll open a little. Shake your head out. You can then flatten your foot out. Just take a couple more breaths. Maybe you're down on your forearms. That's fine. I'm not quite there yet in the mornings. Roll around. Okay. And then come out of the pose. Back knee comes up and hold it for a breath or two. Just stretch out that back leg if you can. Ooh, down dog, everybody. Exhale. So we've been on the wrists a little bit. If you need to come into child and shake out your wrists, you can do that. And then we step to the front of the mat. We're going to hold a forward bend for a couple breaths. If forward folding, holding it, so step forward. Doesn't feel great for you first thing in the morning, I invite you to just roll up to Tadasana, nice strong standing pose. If forward folding feels okay for you, your knees are bent, so you can even hold your elbows. Shake your head out, take a big exhale, ragdoll, sway side to side. Nice. Eyes are closed. Feel your breath, everybody. If your mind starts to wander, come back to the anchor of your Ujjayi breathing, and then hands go down to the mat. Now when you roll up, your first time rolling up in the morning, you can place your hands on your thighs if you want. That's going to take a little load off your low back. You can do this anytime you roll up. Push into your thighs to roll up, or you can come flat back if that feels better, okay? But the hands on legs support you. Right, hands to your low back. Once you're up, take another breath. Inhale, elbows back, lift the heart. Exhale, standing tall. Okay, so that's my warm up on the back and into a lunge. And then sun salutation C, so this is the next part of it. It's kind of my morning practice, right? Feet together, hands at heart center. Take a pause and remember you're showing up, selfless service, dedicating your practice just to the energy of dedicating the practice, right? Being here, being you. Arms up, we'll do sun salutation C. Arms up, lift up. Exhale with bent knees, forward fold. Once your hands touch the mat, step back with your right foot. Drop your right knee into that familiar lunge. Inhale, lift the chest. Your hands can be on your thigh if that's easier. Step back and hold your breath. Retain your breath. First round, drop your knees. Exhale, your bum is up, your chin and chest touch the mat. Now you can go flat on the mat here, or you can just go right into your inchworm. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to down dog. Right foot up, inhale. Look forward, step between your hands, exhale. Left knee down, hands on the mat or the thigh, inhale. Step forward to the front of your mat, feet together, exhale, bend knees, forward fold. Arms forward, lift up, inhale. Lift the hands to the ceiling. Exhale, we're coming back forward, lower down. Left foot steps back, knees down or on your thigh, inhale, heart up. Step into plank, hold your breath for a second. Knees down, chin and chest, your bum's up, your chest touches, exhale. Inhale to cobra, it's just a little lift. exhale, down dog. Left foot up, inhale. Step forward, exhale. Right knee down, inhale, chest up. Push off with your back foot, step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Arms forward, come on up. Inhale. Hands to your heart, looking forward, feet together. Adjust your pants if you need to. All right, stand up really tall. Lift your arches, find strong legs, smiling. This is, according to yoga, one of the most austere times to do your practice as the sun rises. All right, so we're saluting. And one of the things we do in Kriya Yoga is honor nature. Okay, so we're honoring ourselves, honoring nature as the sun comes up and being part of that sun rising process. So a little more sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back. I'm just going to roll right through it. Inhale, chest up. Plank. Exhale, lower down, chin and chest. Inhale, we're going to take 3 breaths in Cobra, okay? Thumbs by your chest. Inhale, lift. Watch your elbows, bring them back. Exhale, come down. Push your feet into the mat. Your feet are flat. Okay? Inhale, pull your elbows and shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, chin comes down. Okay, you've got to pull your elbows and shoulders back. I can't say that enough. Inhale, pull the chest forward, lift. And then right from this last inhale, push back to down dog. Exhale. Right foot up, inhale. Step forward, exhale. Left knee down, and I slide my left leg back. Push your fingers into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Step forward, feet together for your exhale. Arms forward, feet strong, lift up, inhale. We're going to come back forward, exhale. Now if you get a little bit dizzy, lift your chin until you come all the way down. Then drop your head, exhale. Left foot steps back, a really nice long lunge, drop your knee. Inhale, remember hand position to be here. Plank, hold your breath. Then exhale, lower down, thumb is up, elbows in, chin touches, and then 1 breath into your cobra. Inhale, down dog, exhale, try to move with your breath. Left foot up, inhale, step forward, exhale, slide your right foot back if you need to, drop the knee, inhale, push into your fingers, lift the chest, step forward, big push off. Exhale, feet are together, drop your head, forward fold. Now lift your head up, then bring the arms up. Inhale, lift. Hands to the chest, looking forward. Take a breath. 1 more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, push your bum back to forward fold. Right foot steps back, slide it way back. Drop the knee, inhale, chest up. Plank. Hold your breath when you get to plank. Drop the knees. Exhale, elbows in, bum up, chin and chest touch. And then swoop up, inchworm up to your cobra. Inhale. Push back to down dog. Exhale. Right leg up. Inhale. Step forward. Exhale. Left knee down. Inhale. Lift the chest. Bring your left back knee up. Step forward. Exhale, forward fold, lift your head, inhale, come up, reach for the ceiling. Last time, exhale, forward. Left foot steps back, slide it back, drop the knee, lift the chest, lean into it, lift your chest, open the hips. Step back, hold your breath, knees down, exhale, inhale, exhale, down dog, left foot up, inhale, step between your hands, exhale, inhale, chest up, open your hips, lean into it, step forward, so push off of that back foot, exhale, forward bend, lift your chest slightly, lift your eyes, Then lift your arms. Inhale. Hands down to heart center. Exhale. Take a breath. Okay. We're going to come into tree pose balance and then keep flowing. Looking forward. Turn so you can see me. You're going to turn your right foot into your ankle, left calf, or up into your thigh. Now keep the flow of breath, your meditative focus and your flow. Hands to heart. You can have your big toe on the mat. Breathe. Hands can stay here or lift up. Hands are apart or together. Breathe, and you're pushing your foot into your leg into foot for an anchor. So that same flow of breath you just had in your sun salutations, find it here. And your eyes are super steady. Do not move your eyes around. It'll make you unsteady, right? So we're training our mind to focus, even when things are challenging. Balance is the hardest place to find your focus. Just be here. Softness, just surrender. Palms out, exhale, hands down, foot down. Keep your eyes steady, breathe. Smiling, and then the other side. Inhale. Try to find the same posture as you had on the right side. Okay. Hands come up. Find your hand position that suits you. Push your leg into the foot, foot into the leg, lift through your lower abdominals for strength. Lengthen your spine. Smiling, breathing. Last one. Palms out, hands down, exhale. Feet together, beautiful. Facing the front of your mat, inhale, arms come up. With arms up, we're going to sit into chair. Now, if it makes more sense for your arms to be forward, that's fine. You're going to sit back on your heels. Watch that you don't have an overarch in your back, so tuck your tailbone a little bit. Pull your knees together, squeeze your inner thighs. 5, 4, deep breath. 3, your hands can be forward, your hands can be on your thighs. Okay, squeeze your buttocks, your thigh muscles. If your arms are up, you pull your shoulders back. 2, 1, and from here we just reach to the mat, straighten your legs, drop your head, exhale. Move your hands to your shins. Inhale, bring the back up flat, look slightly forward. Exhale, drop your hands to the mat, step into plank. Okay, we're going to do a side plank. Drop your right knee down. First of all, with right knee down. So right knee down, right hand moves under the shoulder. You're on a tightrope here, hand, knee, foot, foot. Okay, lift your right arm, your left arm. Now bring your crown of your head to the front of your mat. Ooh, see, I'm tilting, and then lift your leg up. Try not to move your right foot, so try not to move it back like a rudder. Okay, keep it in line with your knee. Now lift your leg, breathe, balance. Okay, smiling. 2, 1, and then come into plank pose, full plank. Down dog, exhale, and take the other side, roll forward, plank, drop your left knee, left hand, I'll turn around, left foot, right foot, it all lines up, so my hand, my knee, my foot, all lined up. Now, when we lift the top leg, try to keep your hand, your knee, your foot all lined up. Your bottom foot's going to want to go back like a rudder. Try to resist that, and it's more challenging on the balance for sure. Okay, see if you can do it, right? The key to getting this top leg lifted easily, I find, is to kind of push off on it, but as I do, I shift my center of gravity so the head comes a little bit more forward. Then your foot lifts. Hold. Breathe. Okay. There's a big chain of engagement here through your body, of balancing, of using all the core girdle to hold you stable. 3, you can look up if you want. 2, 1. Exhale. Plank. Down dog. Ooh. Shake around in down dog. And then 5 breaths, we're going to find stability in down dog posture. Okay, also called mountain pose. Okay. Eyes steady, look right between your feet. If there's a bend in the knees, that's fine. If your legs are straight, moving the heels to the mat. Everybody roll your shoulders open a little bit. So we want to think of the shoulder blades rolling a little more around the sides of the body. Okay. Last breath. I'm going to turn my down dog around. Okay, and then we're going to take the right foot up to the ceiling. We're going to hold 3-point down dog. Bend your right knee, bring your heel to your bum, towards the bum. And then raise your knee to the ceiling and open up to the side a little bit. This is challenging. Do the best you can. Breathe. Nice. Warrior 1, everybody. Look forward. Step the foot to the hand. Now, Warrior 1, you've got to pay attention to your back foot. So I took a big, long step. And then I usually have to pop my back foot forward just a little bit. Back heel comes to the mat. Look at your back foot, everybody. The toes are aiming forward. And when you put your heel down, you should feel a good stretch in your Achilles tendon or your calf, okay, if it's tight at all. Hands to thigh, hands to hip bones. Get balanced. You may have to walk your right foot over a bit. Hip bones face forward. Arms come up. This morning we're going to do eagle arms in our Warrior 1. Arms come back down to your sides and then forward. Right arm under left. Bend your elbows. Hold your hands. This is not great for the shoulders. You're going to hold your elbow. You hold your shoulders. Okay, hands up, chest up. Too intense on your back foot to have the heel down. You're just going to turn up on your back toes and do a more traditional lunge. Breathe. Hands up. A little bit of a back bend. Front knee bent. Breathe deep. So the breath helps to heat your body up as well. We want that. We want to start burning, getting some sweat going in our body. And then we're going to float into Warrior 2. So the arms unravel. You open up to the side of the mat. Go a bit wider with your feet. Knee over ankle at the front. You've opened up your back foot to aim to the edge of the mat. Palms up, arms wide. Turn your palms down. Hold. 5. Feel like you can pull your feet together. Strong legs. Okay, 3. Arms fairly level. You can look at your back arm, front arm, see how you're doing. 2. Feel your front knee strong. And then reverse warrior. So your back hand's going to touch your back leg. Front palm turns up. Don't move your legs. Inhale, lift your arm up, feel a stretch through your whole side. Look up to your hand. Breathe, open this right rib side here. Then extended side angle, we're going to open the left rib. So we're still in this position with our legs, super strong for our legs. Come forward, exhale, forearm on the thigh or hand to the mat. If you want to do a reverse windmill to get your top arm loosened up, just take your hand behind you, windmill it, and then let your arm reach forward if that's okay on your shoulder. You're nudging your knee out, looking up, lengthening the whole body. 3, 2, and 1. And then this top hand comes down. We're going to do wide angle forward bend. So walk your hands along the mat, turn your right foot so it faces the short edge of the long edge of the mat. Move your feet around. We're going to come up, hands to the hips, push into your feet and lift. We're going to organize your feet a little bit better. Take your hands up, inhale. Roughly your ankles are under your wrists. Okay? Bend your knees slightly, hands to your hips. So what I want you to do is push your bum back so there's more weight on your heels and your toes. In fact, your toes feel like they want to lift up and they're going to you may feel like you're gonna fall back. Anchor your big toes back down, bend your knees slightly, keep pushing your bum back, lower your chest. You gotta bend in your knees, that's okay, lower, lower, never just gonna hold here. Keep pushing your bum back and keep pushing your feet out like you can rip your mat out, rip your mat apart. Balance. Then hands down to the mat. A little more bend in the knees if you need to. Inhale, lift the chest. Now, when we come down, if you can come down further with your upper body, your elbows, I'm going to turn sideways. I think this may help, except for I slip if I turn sideways. But watch my arms. So this is the action of my arms. So your hands come back between your feet. Your arms push back like you're doing chaturanga pose. Okay? And eventually, can't do it here with my feet moving, your head would come down to the mat. So your elbows are bent to come down. Okay? All the way down. Your hands walk right between your feet. Your elbows are pulling into each other like you were balancing in crow or you were doing chaturanga pose. And your head slowly reaches down to the mat. So weight on my heels. Head coming down. And then walk your hands forward, everybody. Flat back. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your feet in. Just a little bit. Easier to come up. Hands to hips. Inhale. Lift up. And then we're going to step to the front of the mat. Exhale. Arms come up. Inhale. Forward fold. Swan dive. Exhale. Halfway up. Inhale. Plank pose, everybody. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Knees up or down. Lower down, touch the mat or hover off the mat. Exhale. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Still up dog has shoulders back, elbows back, eyes up. Down dog, everybody. Exhale. Right foot up. Inhale. We're going to do warrior 1. Left side. Left foot steps forward. Exhale. Left heel to the mat. Right heel to the mat. Right toes are aiming forward. Hands to thigh. Inhale. Feel your hip bones. Lift the arms up to prepare. Look overhead. Then eagle arms. Arms come out to your sides. Left arm under right. Cross your elbows. Bend into your front knee. So the tighter your lower back, the less bend in your front knee. Okay? Ground down through your back heel. Think of lifting your back foot, the back foot, your right foot. Lift your arch. Shoulders down, eyes up. Breathe. Okay, there are many things happening in your body here. There's not just the shoulders, but there's also like the neck, the jaw, the spine, the legs, the feet. Breathe into it. Nice. Then we're going to open to warrior 2. I'm going to turn around, okay? So your left foot's pointing forward, your right foot opens to the short edge of to the long edge of the mat. Get wider. Heels are lining up. Arms float up. Prepare your arms. Shake them out. Palms up so you can settle your shoulders down. Then from the wrist, palms turn over. Breathe. Pull your feet together. Imagine that you could pull them together so you've got some strength here. Reverse warrior. Look up. Extended side angle. Okay, on this side I'll do forearm on the thigh. Remember, you can put hand to the mat. You can do your reverse windmills to warm up your shoulder if you need to. You can even have arm up or arm around your back. Stretch. Notice with my arm extended, it's from finger down to the outside of the foot. Ooh, there's a huge stretch on that outside edge of the body. Anchored through my feet. and then hands come down to the mat. Wide angle forward fold. So from here, come up for a breath. Inhale. Hands interlace behind the back or grab your strap. Pull your shoulder blades together. Remember, your feet are as wide as your wingspan. Okay. Exhale, come forward. Doesn't feel great to interlace the fingers. Repeat what we did on the other side. Hands to the mat for 5. 4. Deep Ujjayi breath, everybody. Don't lose that. 3. 2. And 1. Hands to low back. Hands to your hip creases. Push into your feet. Stand up. Inhale. Wiggle the feet in. Okay, Malasana pose. Okay, coming down into squat. Opening the knees up. What's your option here? It's tricky. This is a tricky option. What we're doing, it's a deep hip opener, right? So you could have a goddess pose, more of a strength than a hip opener. Come down as low as you can and kind of go side to side, right? Just here, that works. Come into the whole pose, get down low, push into your hands. Feet come out. Knees come out, I should say, sorry. Lift through your core, your lower abdominals. Awesome for your feet, your ankles, okay? If you can stay here. If you feel, if you have crow pose in your practice, or you want to play around with it, okay? Arms come forward, so this is really important. Let's actually have arms come forward, hop your feet together and have the heels together. Okay, so that's what it looks like now. My knees are splayed out. I get in between the knees, walk the hands way forward. Okay, you're not going to be able to balance if your hands are too close. And now, when you come up, your elbows have to be pulling into each other. You start to come up, you find your chaturanga arms. Okay, your knees grab the outside edges of your triceps. Your elbows pull in together. You round your back like cat pose. Look forward. You got to round your back. Look forward and just start to balance. Maybe one heel comes to your bum at a time. Watch your elbows. Keep pulling them in. Everything pulls to the midline. Find your fingertips gripping. Pull into your lower belly. We'll take just 2 more breaths. Crow or just your prep here. 2, 1. Well done. Drop down. Ooh, seated. Exhale. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do stack the logs. Half stack the logs or full stack the logs, okay? Shake your wrists out. That's a lot. Crow on your wrist. All right, so half stack the logs. Left foot goes out. Right foot goes up. This is your log here. Your ankle goes on your thigh. Your log is stacked. Here. Cradling, both feet flexed. Sitting tall. Maybe a forward fold, maybe not. You can sit on your blanket, everybody. Tight hips, get up on your blanket. Full stack the logs, the bottom foot comes under. Tighter you are, the more your heel gets tucked into your bum. I'm going to try a little bit more opening on the hips. The bottom foot's right underneath your knee. Okay, flex your feet. Let's take 5 breaths in whatever pose you choose. Lift the chest. Hands can come out to stabilize. Ooh, nice. Okay, we're going to come up, inhale, and then into a twist. So all you do is take your top foot over and your back foot over, okay? So the top foot slid down over and your back knee aims forward now, not out to the side. Right hip goes down, right hand behind you, left hand hugs the knee. Inhale, Ujjayi breath, exhale. Your bottom leg can still be straight, right? Last breath. And then we're going to do the other side. Inhale. Now, as you inhale, unravel the legs. Exhale. Right leg straight or bent. Left knee stacked up. Support your knee. Both feet are flexed. Okay, especially if your leg is straight. Flex that foot. Inhale, you can cradle the knee and foot, or you can have your hands to your sides. Exhale, you can lean forward if you wish. Breathe. Okay, looking slightly forward. Focus is on the breath. Coming up into the twist. Inhale. Foot comes over. Okay, set yourself up, hug your knee, hand behind you for support. Inhale and exhale. Straight and tall spine as you twist. You're just twisting around that axis. Exhale. One more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, legs out in front of you. Shake the legs out, rolling straight down or rolling down into low boat. Exhale. So as you get 3/4 of the way down, the feet float up. You look forward. 5, 4. If you're already down, you're hugging the knees to your chest. 2 and 1. Exhale. Knees come in, make some big knee circles right where we started. Inhale away, exhale in. Beautiful. And then both knees into the body. Hold them in tight. Take a big inhale, abdomen to thighs. Exhale, knees rock away slightly. Inhale, abdomen to thighs. Thighs to abdomen. Exhale, rock away. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Feet to the mat. So we're going to come into Shavasana for a couple breaths. A couple minutes, 2-3 minutes. So find your spot, right? And find if you want to have a blanket. Find if you want to do this seated. If you want to do this lying on your side, if that's better for your back. Okay, if you want to put pillow underneath your back so your chest is lifted, right? A little more of a heart opener, you can do that. Whatever you choose, whatever position or posture, settle in, wiggle around. We let go of Ujjayi breathing now. Exhale where we, remember at the beginning where we started, we had exhale, shoulders soften on the mat. And let it go. Your breath gets more gentle. Your breath is still your anchor, okay? You need to be here. Two choices for your anchoring. You can use the so hum mantra. So on your inhale, hum on your exhale. Okay, and in Kriya Yoga, the kind of the focus of our yoga right now, yoga into action. Your mantra is like it's called a japa or a connection. And it is indeed, according to yoga, the connection to your divine self and divine source. So just let that flow. So on the inhale, hum on the exhale.
that doesn't make sense to you, or it doesn't make sense. It's if you prefer to use something else. Inhale, I feel my body inhaling. Exhale, I feel my body exhaling. Either one, but you need a connection. And then slowly letting go of the mantra. So releasing your mantra, finding a deeper breath, wiggle fingers and toes. Wrists and ankles, did a lot of work on the wrists, so wiggle those around. Wiggle your ankles around, stretch your arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Breathe through your mouth. Either rock and roll up to seated or roll to your right side. Take a pause in Baby Krishna. So the knees come in. We roll to the right side. Prop up to seated. And we take 2-3 minutes to find our alternate nostril breath and then our chant. All right, so sitting tall. So at the beginning I said if there's anything heavy, anything, just a feeling of, for all of us, is there not, right? There's just feeling of heaviness. We can acknowledge it and we can still move with it and move through it and just allow it. Finding this alternate nostril breath is another way to find balance. Okay, so not too much on the side of feeling heavy. We're going to find a bit of lightness. It balances left and right, male, female, sun and moon. Okay, so your left thumb, your right thumb is up, your right baby finger, even your ring finger, if that'll stay out. Your elbows into your side. Your eyes are closed, everybody. Take this so gently and smoothly. If the alternate nostril's not working, breathe through both. Hands on the lap. Take an inhale, both nostrils. Thumb on right nostril, close it. Exhale through left. About a 3 or 4 count. Close your left. Inhale right. So thumb releases off right. Exhale right. Close your right, release the left, inhale. Exhale left. Close right, or close left, inhale right. Exhale right. Close right, inhale left. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale right. Close right. Inhale left. It's normal to have one side a little more closed, or a little harder to breathe through. Exhale left. Just let it flow. Inhale right. Exhale right. Close your right. Release the left. Inhale. Exhale left. Last time on this side. Close left. Inhale right. Exhale right. Finish off with closing right. Inhale left. Hand down to your lap. Exhale both nostrils. Take a few breaths here. Sitting tall. Beautiful. Rubbing hands together. Eyes stay closed. Warm hands cup over your eyes. Eyes rest in your hands. Smile on your face. Gratitude in your heart. Grateful for your effort, for showing up, doing the work. Nice. Hands back to heart center in prayer pose. It's called Namaskar Mudra. Pose of the heart. Coming to chant. Inhale together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Place in you where the entire universe resides. And I honor the place in you of love, of truth, of peace, and of wisdom. And I honor the place in you where when you are in that place and I'm in that place, there's only one of us. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Have a wonderful day.